Morning everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today I'm starting up the first episode of a series of half marathon preparation. So I'm currently 1 week out from my first half marathon and I'm 7 weeks out from my second half marathon. So the second half marathon is going to be the main focus. However, this first one is going to be a good check to see where I am. Hopefully scrape a PB and then we can work towards getting an even bigger one for the next one. Episode 1 today, what we're going to be doing is a session here. We're going to be doing 5k. We're going to be doing them in the new ASICS Metaspeed Skies, so I'm really looking forward to wearing those today. That's just to get a feel for them before next weekend, so I'm not just going into them without any knowledge of how they go. Following that, I'm going to chuck back on, so I've got the Adidas 80s on at the moment, so I'm going to throw those back on, the 80 Bostons that is. So I'll throw them back on and do 5 lots of 2-minute efforts afterwards, just to bring in a little bit more pace. We're currently 8 days out from game day, so I'm going to have one more session throughout the week. Right, let's get to it. I'm going to head out and warm up and do about 4Ks, I'd say, to warm up. Alright, warm up all done. Time to get the big shoes on now. I need a 5k, we're looking for about 1640, which is about 320 per k, which is goal race pace for, well 319 to be specific, so if we are 1635, that's actually even better. 110 for a shoulder and a half marathon. Shoes are on, we're ready to go. Alrighty, I'm just going to do about 500 or so meters, nice easy jog in them just to get the feet into the right place and stuff, and then cracking on into it. Alright, quick little jog finish there. These shoes feel good. Just going to crack on into now. I'm going to leave the phone in the car, so I'll get back to it. I'll get this 5k done, hoping to feel nice and good here. We'll see how it goes. See you soon. Alright, 5k done there. These feel beautiful, like I was floating there. Yeah, I think we clocked in at about 1634, so right on where I wanted to be, which is lovely. I can't lie and say that I smashed it though. That was quite hard, I'll be honest. So yeah, it is what it is. That's why I've kind of got 2 half marathons lined up here. It's a goal pace, it's there, but in terms of next weekend, I'm not going to be keeping that in mind. I'm going to just be heading up home for a PB, which my current PB is a 113. So if I can have a 12, even an 11 in front of that one, then that'll be very nice. Alright, Boston's back on. Let's go 5 times 2 minutes, 1 minute recovery. Let's get amongst. Okay, session is done and dusted. It was goody. So I've got my watch here to go through some stats. I'm recording on my phone, so I can't actually look through it on there, but I'll put up some screenshots and stuff like that as well. I ended up clocking in about 16 Ks in about an hour and 5 minutes, so the overall average pace was 4:04 per kilometre, which happy days there pretty much. To go through some other basic stuff, my average heart rate for the whole run was 151, max was 185. Alright, let's go through the laps now. So basically, first up was the 5k set, which our goal was to do 1635. We did 1634.4, which I've got in there, but once again, I'll put it up on screen actually, yeah. So the average pace was 319 on the dot, which is exactly where I wanted it to be, which happy days. However, looking at the average heart rate of 172, okay, that's all right, but the max heart rate 185, which is like the max heart rate for the whole run. For me, it's a little bit too high. I wanted that to be sort of more thresholdy, and it shows that maybe I'm not quite in that 110 shape at the moment to be pushing that hard to do a 5k. The reason I'm quite confident I can do this sort of 110 is because I did a 10k race last August where I did just over 33 and it was an average of about 319 on the dot. And I've been doing a bit more running since then, so I do think I'm fitter. However, whether or not I'm faster, not sure at the moment, because obviously it's double the distance to hold that same pace. Next up we did 5 by 2 minutes. Oh, I have to double check, it's been a few days all of a sudden. 5 lots of 2 minutes is what we did. Yep, that makes sense there. So cool, first one, average pace was 3:23, happy days. So the plan was to actually lock it down, get a bit quicker for these 2 minutes, but the 5k took it out of me and I realized that, so I did decide to take it off a step. That pace still felt pretty hard. I was pretty cooked from the 5k, to be honest with you. 2 minutes back on, this time 3:32 pace, so yeah, once again a little bit iffy. Next 2 minute average pace of 3:27, which once again it's kind of jumping a bit, 23, 31, 27, so it is jumping a little bit. I didn't really have a set pace. Next one, we double up, once again 3:27 pace, so there you go, there is a little bit of consistency, which happy days for that one there. For our last one, we managed to average 3:20 pace. I can confidently say and remember that that was with the wind, which is nice, and also just that little last push. It's the last one, so gave it a bit of a dig. So happy days with the session overall. Couldn't have gone much better, couldn't have gone much worse really. Happy days, I think. The only thing is kind of realising that that threshold was a little bit high, so I'm glad I did it 8 days out from race day to sort of find that out, because now I can sort of head into race day knowing what's going to be too hard for me and hopefully be able to do it right. So yeah, we're a few days later, so yesterday I managed to get onto a session. It was 3k followed by 6 times 1 minute. Once again I did about 16 k's. Cool, so 3k I did an 11:04, which was an average pace of 3:41, which I was happy with. I was aiming for about 3:40. Once again, this one was definitely just looking to be threshold and nothing more. I had an average heart rate of 155 and a max of 166. Primo, I felt pretty good. I felt heavy starting the run, but then once I got the session going, felt really good, so that was cool. I had 3 minutes recovery between that and the first of the 1 minutes. The first 1 minute, 3:22 pace, sort of clocking down a little bit of pace in that one. 1 minute off. Next minute, 3:36 pace. So that one was into the headwind, I remember. Once again, there's a sort of a head and a tail. The rest, I think I did it all in tail apart from the last one. So next one, 3:10 pace. There you go, so I was adding a bit more spice here. Started the legs had opened up and I was feeling good. Cool, number 4 out of 6 was 3:14 pace. Yeah. Happy days, can't complain about that really. Once again, didn't have a goal pace in mind. It was just a 1 minute chop down, go to field. Cool, then the fifth one was 3:06 pace. I remember I felt good for that, and I really opened up in the last sort of 20 to 25 seconds and went for it, and I think I closed the last 10 seconds. I was sort of seeing about 2:55 pace. And the last one, into the wind, was 3:14, so I was quite happy with that. Gave it another push for that last one, so good little spice for the legs. Today I'm having a rest day while I'm doing this. I was planning on doing an hour. Legs are a bit tired. So the original plan, so I'm racing on Sunday. The original plan was to have a rest day Thursday, Friday, Saturday jog, but now we're having a rest day Wednesday and jogging the rest of the way through to Sunday. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Next video should hopefully be a race weekend down in Christchurch. So looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys then.